All right, Shalom. First and foremost, before I start this lesson, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught us the truth. And Shalom to all Achim in this truth and sincerity, starting with the 144,000 and the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, which we're fighting to be a part of. All right, and I'm coming back with another lesson. All right, Lord, we're going to be edifying and to the point going into this article that caught my attention. All right, and it says Mark Zuckerberg's Doomsday bunker sparks fear of end of the world prophecy. All right, which this headline alone is showing you, we're living in some very prophetic times. This is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble and these wicked elites. Which this devil right here, Mark Zuckerberg, which he is a devil because the word devil means deceiver. And, they're trying to deceive the world into thinking, they're the good guys. They're trying to deceive the world into thinking, their wicked technology is going to make the world a better place. And it's all leading to the MOTB. So he is a devil by definition. All right, because really they have their plans, Facebook, everything that these devils got is nefarious in nature, It's nefarious. It's what's another word? It's malicious. These devils have malicious intent. So, we're living in a time of the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. But the point I was trying to say is when that trouble does happen, these different elites, from the top to the bottom, all right, because the left hand has an order too. Just like the right hand has an order, the left hand has an order too. It's a hierarchy of devils, all right? But these different elites, these different, international banking families, they all have bunkers, all right? They all have, different retreats, okay? They have, which I'm going to get a scripture on it. And maybe I should have pulled up another article going into it because, there is articles out there, that go into their different, bunkers and retreats. They have underwater retreats. They have, and then they put trillions of dollars into these different bunkers that they have around the world, all right? But they have different retreats and, and hiding places, holes in the rocks to hide from the judgment that's coming, all right? Which I'm going to get into it. It says Mark Zuckerberg's Doomsday bunker sparks fears of the end of the world prophecy, showing you we're at the end, all right? We're at the end of Edom's kingdom, all right? And this devil is in a trick bag, okay? It says Facebook's billionaire founder Mark Zuckerberg has been building a secret compound in Hawaii, stirring up quite the conversation. It seems he would not be alone, as there are reports of other billionaires creating similar hideouts, while Costco are also preparing for the worst. During her latest podcast, Christina Rando discussed an interesting trend among the world's richest, the making of doomsday bunkers, right? Like I just said, these different elites, starting with their banking families and these lower level luminaries, which are really just puppets, such as, Trump, really all the presidents, they were all puppets of the elites for the most part. To all these, celebrities, which that's the bottom of the totem pole, these different so-called celebrities and, influencers and, streamers and whatnot. That's the bottom of the totem pole. But, these different, certain of these, all the top elites, they all got bunkers. And even certain of these lower level, elites, they got bunkers too. All right. It says she mentioned about 15 such projects are reportedly underway by global billionaires, including Zuckerberg, referencing the biblical book of Revelation. She says that she says this could resemble the prophecy of the world's end, which is not, they're saying it in a sense that, it's the whole planet, but really it's Esau's world ending. Esau, Edom, the so-called white race, all right? And you other heathen nations, but it begins with Esau, Edom, because they're at the top of the list when it comes to, you heathens, all right? They're such at so much so that they have their own category. There's 3 classifications of men: the sons of God, which is the Israelites, who so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners that don't look like the typical Israelites. You got the sons of men, which is the other nations outside of the nation of Israel. Then you got the sons of the wicked, which is the Edomites, Esau, Edom, the so-called white race. They're the head of the heathen, like I said, to the points where they had their own category. All right, and according to Obadiah, these devils, they're going to be taken down. All right, and then ultimately their latter end, a little over 1,000 years from now, okay, they're going to be exterminated, off the planet Earth. All right, well, I should have said deleted, Salakia. Hopefully they don't, but I digress. This is referencing the biblical book of Revelation. She says this could resemble the prophecy of the world's end, where the wealthy ready themselves to take cover in case of doomsday. She stated Revelation 6:15, which I was already thinking of getting that, but I didn't even know it. I didn't know the article had the actual scripture. I was already thinking of getting this. This is the Revelation 6:15 says that the kings of the earth, the princes, the generals, the rich, the mighty, and every slave and every free man hid in the caves and among the rocks of the mountains. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Revelation 6:15. See, this is the spirit that's in the earth is the spirit of prophecy, all right? And through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh, from our elders and apostles on down, that's why the world is in the state that it's in, because of the words that we're speaking of the Bible. Now everyone wants to mention prophecy. Now everyone wants to mention the Bible, whether it be good or bad. Most of the times, 9 times out of 10, when these people mention the Bible, it's bad. They're scoffing. Like the Super Bowl. That Super Bowl, I think it was I don't know if it was a commercial. I don't know what it was. It was some Super Bowl bullshit where they were acting like the Bible was a football. A brother in the group chat sent that, but they were acting like the Bible was a football, and they kicked the Bible, acting like it's a football, and you people are going to be destroyed, man. You could kick the Bible, but the words that are in that book are your destruction. All right, but Revelation 6 and 15, it says, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bound man, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, right? Because, the elites, they're going to be, shielded from that destruction only to be slaves, because they're going into captivity. All the wickedness that they're trying to enslave us. They're trying to put a device in us, a charagma, a mark of servitude. They're trying to put a damn device in us and make us slaves. They're going into slavery, man, under us. The same ones that they were trying to enslave the Israelites, which they did have us enslaved, hardcore, slavery with chains around our necks. And we're still, like the scripture says, we're yet this day in our captivity. All right, we're still slaves under these damn devils, man. What do you think a birth certificate is? All right, what do you think a social security number is? What do you think a ID is? That's all slave paperwork. Okay. So the Lord is gonna, you regular everyday, Joe Six-Pack Edomites, like the apostles say, you regular, so-called white people here in America, unless you be a descendant of the Israelites, because there are white people, here in America and around the world that are actually Israelites, even though they look like Edomites, you know. But, for those of you that are Israelites, your only hope is if you're of the elect, okay? But for you real deal Edomites here in America, you're going to be wiped out, all right? Anyone who isn't of the elect is going to be completely annihilated and destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, all right, before the Lord returns. Really, as the Lord is returning, it's going to be simultaneous, but the Lord is going to allow the top elites to survive, all right? Like I said, or like the scriptures say, like I believe Ezekiel 30, it's either 38, I believe, 37. Yeah, no, it's 39. Ezekiel 39 goes into that. All right. I'm not going to get it for the sake of time, but, you devils are going to be shielded from that destruction just to go into slavery. All right. And as for that devil, Mark Zuckerberg, he's not going to survive because that bunker that he has, I think, let me see, it might say it. Yeah, see, it says Zuckerberg's estate, known as Kulau Ranch, is situated in the northeast shore of Kauai or Kauai, the oldest and smallest island of Hawaii. See, that small ass island, that's gonna be completely blown away as if it was a speck of dust when those missiles hit. Because remember, Hawaii is a part of Babylon the Great, aka America. Hawaii is a state of America. All of Babylon the Great, all of Babylon and all of its territories, that's all going to be hit with missiles, all right? According to prophecy. The Lord is going to make a speedy ruinance of the land. So, Mark Zuckerberg, he's not going to make it. I mean, he wasn't going to make it regardless, but he's not going to survive in that bunker. That bunker is going to be destroyed. All right? That's like the dumbest place to build a bunker on a small island. That's just going to be, collapse. It's just going to collapse. The ocean water is going to flood in. Shows you these devils aren't the smartest, But this is with its expected giant metal door filled with concrete, typical of nuclear bomb shelters. His bunker could turn out to be one of the most elaborate personal constructions ever, which that also makes me think of a point. For these bunkers that are here in America, in Babylon the Great, a brother made a good point. I believe it was the brother Shalamah, a beautiful brother at last camp. He made a good point. He made actually a good point. Even if these devils, that have bunkers here in Babylon, if they survive, that radiation is going to kill them, that nuclear fallout, They're either going to be, cooked alive within that bunker. The bunker is going to collapse, or the radiation is just going to leak in and kill them, All right. And let's say none of those things affected them. Let's say they survived everything. How the hell are they going to get out of the bunker? America's going to be completely destroyed by 200 million warheads, How the hell are you going to make it back to the surface? They're just going to die down there. All right. But me personally, I believe the power of the missiles is going to be so much it's just going to crumble the earth. Like the scriptures say, the earth is going to reel to and fro. The literal planet Earth itself is going to be shaking, almost like a damn cartoon, almost like something you would see out of a cartoon. The whole earth is going to shake. That amount of power, 200 million warheads, that's going to crumble any bunker in America. That's what I believe, But either way, any way you slice it, they're not going to make it. The only ones that are going to make it as far as, the wicked are the top elites, which they're not even situated in America. They're not even situated in the northern hemisphere, all right? They're over there in Europe, in different areas in Europe. All right, they also got, they also have, space stations. They have underwater retreats, but they're not over here in America because they understand well, I'm not, Salaki, I'm giving them too much credit, but they know about the prophecies, all right? They know about, they monitor our videos. They have their little agents, watching our videos. They know that this place is going to be wiped out, all right? But that's pretty much it on that article. I'm going to read verse 16, Revelation 6 and 15. 16. And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb, which is Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Yahweh is the Most High God. He's the one who sits on the throne. He's the ultimate king, and underneath him, the second in command of the whole, and all of creation and all that the Lord created, and of everything that exists, the second in command is Yahweh Shai. He's the second most powerful entity, being, God in existence. All right? That's the Lamb. It says, for great is the day of his wrath, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? And the answer to that question is the elect. So I got a few more scriptures, Psalms 2, 1 through 5. It says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? So that's a vain thing, These heathens thinking that they're going to be in their bunkers, and that they're actually going to, the devil's over here and in Babylon the Great, thinking that they're actually going to survive. And then the ones that are actually going to make it in their bunkers, them thinking that they're going to rise up from the ashes, like the phoenix. That's what these devils actually believe. That's a vain thing. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. So essentially, this devil thinks that they're going to be able to escape the will of the Most High. All right? Which is the will of the Most High, is to destroy them, to take away their power and put them in chains. So that's why these kings of the earth have all these little summits, their World Economic Forum. All right, they have all these different meetings because they're taking counsel against the Lord and his anointed, which is the Israelites, because they can't touch the Lord. So the next best thing is them trying to, do harm to us. And what does the scripture say? The Lord said, touch not mine anointed and do my prophets no harm. So it's going to backfire on you devils, man. The Lord's going to lift up a standard. He's going to give us spiritual power. All right. The true believers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are going to be blessed with spiritual power. Like it says in Isaiah, I believe 59, if I'm not mistaken. It's somewhere in Isaiah, but it says when the enemy comes in like a flood, the Lord is going to lift up a standard against them. Verse 4, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. All right, so the Lord is laughing at you devils, thinking that you're going to upset prophecy, that you're going to survive in your bunkers. You're going to, come out of your bunkers and take over the world and rebuild the world in wickedness and establish your new world order. The Lord is laughing at you devils, man, because he got you in a trick bag. You're taking orders from the spiritual demon Satan. Well, Satan gets his orders from the Most High. Satan probably goes back to the throne of the Lord and laughs with the Lord at you devils, man. Your daddy Satan, he probably, when he goes to report to the Lord, he's probably laughing too. You can almost guarantee it. All right. Because Satan, when you read the book of Job, the first 2 chapters, it tells you Satan, he takes orders from the Most High, and he's a son of God as well, on the left-hand side, It says, then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure, which is that destruction, all right? And ultimately, them being put in chains where they belong, because they're ruining the planet Earth, man. They're polluting the earth. They're destroying everything. Animals are on the brink of destruction or on the brink of extinction. The whales are beaching themselves. You devils need to be put in chains, man. You know, you're destroying everything beautiful. You know, everything that the Lord created, you devils are trying to destroy. So you deserve to go in chains, man. All right. Psalms 49 and 11 next. Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name. And who was that talking about? You so-called white people, you Edomites. Because you named America after yourselves. You know, you named, Africa, the whole continent after yourselves. You're the only people who do that name places after yourselves, you know? All right? You know, Israel, our people, when you look at the history, when we name a area of land, is not after ourselves. It's after like an event that happened there, or whatever. You know, it's after we name our lands, after something that might have went down in that area. All right, I can't think of an example, but just to prove that this is talking about the Edomites, and they think that their houses are going to continue forever. Well, that's a vain thought. Okay. Nevertheless, man being Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish. So you devils, you're not going to endure forever. The Lord is about to take away your power. All right, and transfer that power unto us, Lord willing, we're the elect of the Israelites, and ultimately the whole nation of Israel. All right, next scripture is Amos. Amos chapter 9 and verse 3, it says, well, I'll start at 2. It says, though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. So wherever you devils try to hide in your bunkers, all right, your state-of-the-art, multi-million-dollar, maybe even trillion-dollar, bunker, the Lord is going to get you devils, man. All right? And going back to verse 2 where it says, though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand take them. What is the hand of the Lord? What is the Lord going to use? Yahushua and the elect. Okay? And that goes into my last scripture. The right hand of the Lord is Yahushua. And who is under Yahushua's command? The 144,000. All right, Jeremiah 16 and verse 16. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them, which is us going out on the highways and byways and fishing for the elect by us teaching the gospel. It says, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. So the fishers, which are the prophets teaching, are going to be transformed into hunters. The Lord is going to make us like spiritual terminators, Lord willing, we're the elect, especially when we get those new bodies. All right, we're going to be completely locked in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We're going to have, superhuman, Superman-like bodies, immortal bodies, and we're going to be able to just search you devils wherever you're hiding. We're going to be able to see through walls, see through the ground, all right? Telepathy, be able to teleport, fly like Superman. So you devils don't stand a chance, all right? Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, giving our praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of great